Good morning, everyone. So right now it's 11:14 here in India, and it's a good morning. So let's get started without wasting any time. So today we'll be learning how Java works internally. How Java works internally. Uh, One second. How Java works. How Java works internally, and what is the Java architecture? Okay. So first, let's get into what is the Java architecture. So currently in Java architecture, we have three components. First one is JDK, second one is JRE, and third one is JVM. Okay, so JDK stands for Java Development Kit, which is having all the tools like Java Compiler, JHeap, JConsole, and there are much more tools which we don't have to dive into deep in here. Second, we have JRE. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment, and inside JRE we have JVM. JRE is having Java class libraries and JVM, which is stand for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine provide us an execution engine where our code will be running basically. And JRE is having Java class libraries. So whenever you are writing a Java program, definitely there must be some classes that you will be using, which is provided by Java itself. Okay, so all those functionality will be stored inside JRE. Let's understand what will happen when we write a code and we compile a code and then we run it. So this is the important part, guys. So JVM architecture. So whenever we are writing a code, we like, so I remember my first program being Hello World. You create a class and then you have mentioned public static void main and then you have printed system.out.println hello world and boom, you type Java C, compile a class name and you write Java class name and the program runs and it prints hello world. Okay, so what is happening internally? So whatever you are writing is basically a high level language. Okay, that needs to be converted in some form that should be understandable by the uh, our machine. Okay, and a machine basically understand machine code. Okay, so we need some sort of conversion here, right? So whatever we write a program first went to the Java compiler. Java compiler will convert this into a bytecode. Okay, and this bytecode, we can run this bytecode on any machine. On any machine, it doesn't matter whether it's a Windows machine or some other machine, it will run on any machine. Okay, later on what you will do is this bytecode will be given to JVM and the JVM will run our bytecode, convert it to machine code, and it will run it. Okay, so what happens inside JVM? Whenever you compile a Java code, you have seen that it is converted to dot class, right? It is converted to dot class. So what is happening here is we have a class file. It will first fetch the class loader. Class loader basically helps us to load that dot class file. Then we have a thing called JVM memory, okay, and we have a thing called execution engine and native interface and native libraries. So let's understand how it basically works. So inside a Java program, definitely there must be some static variables, static methods, static block. Yeah, definitely must be there. And inside it, your Java class, there must be some object created. Okay, there must be some thread that you created. So all those space is being managed by this JVM. Okay, and we have a native interface. So like you do system.out.println or you use some util packages in the Java program. So all those are the native libraries. So we need some form of mediator here to interact with the native libraries. Okay, so then we have an execution engine. This is where the magic happens. This is where a program is run using Java interpreter line by line, and JIT compiler is basically used to improve this performance. And whenever some object is, so yeah, for the garbage collector I will take some other session and I will explain you how it basically works. So this is all for this, and I will make one more video explaining into deep aspect of this. Thank you.